Welcome, dear viewers, to Poetry Blows Your Blues Away. Friends, today we are going to discuss an excellent motivational poem which inspires the aspiring young men. A very popular and an oft-quoted poem, a much anthologized poem which almost transformed into a cultural artifact, and a frequently memorized poem too, which came to be sung in the churches as a hymn, which was widely translated into many languages, including Sanskrit. A critic referred to it as the most popular poem ever written in English. Friends, it is A Psalm of Life by H.W. Longfellow. A Psalm of Life by H.W. Longfellow. It is subtitled What the Heart of the Young Man Said to the Psalmist. The first stanza goes like this. Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. Tell me not in mournful numbers. Very powerfully, the poem begins. In reply to the psalmist who has told him that life is but an empty dream, the poet sings his own psalm of life. He says, I will not agree with you when you tell me that life is but an empty dream. O psalmist, don't say in mournful numbers, in lamenting tunes, that life is a meaningless, foolish, idiotic dream, an unreal thing. No, I don't agree with you, he says. Here I am reminded of Shakespeare's quotation. Life is a tale told by an idiot full of sound and fury signifying nothing, says one of Shakespeare's tragic heroes. The poet, our poet here, H.W. Longfellow, doesn't want to agree with all those nonsensical definitions of life. He gives the reason, for the soul is dead that slumbers. If you consider life as an empty dream, you stop working actively. You adopt a lazy lifestyle. You lead a vegetable life. Thus, you will be killing your soul. The soul is dead that slumbers. You should keep the soul alive by adopting an active lifestyle. You shouldn't let it slumber. There is a divine light within you, and things are not what they seem, says the poet. That means things are not what they appear to be. You have to search for an inner meaning, a deeper meaning. You have a purpose in life, realize it and achieve it. Keep the divine light within you aglow. We come to the next stanza. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returneth, was not spoken of the soul. Life is a real and earnest thing. My friend, don't consider that the grave is its goal. Death is inevitable, no doubt. Before courting death, we have to prove our worth. Dust thou art, to dust returneth, was not spoken of the soul. You are made up of earth, you are made of earth, you return to earth. You are made of the 5 elements and you return to 5 elements. It was not spoken of the soul. It was spoken of the body. The poem stresses the spiritual content in us. We are a combination of the body and the soul. We are more soul than the body. Only when we have the spirit glowing within us, this body has any meaning. This body is of the earth, earthy. The soul is of the air, airy. The body is ephemeral. The soul is eternal. We come to the next stanza. Not enjoyment and not sorrow is our destined end or way, but to act that each tomorrow finds us farther than today. How very wonderful. The phrasing is perfect. We should take both joys and sorrows in our stride. When joy comes our way, we shouldn't slacken. When we encounter sorrow, we shouldn't be shaken. We shouldn't come to a standstill. We should forever move forward, keeping them aside, keeping joys and sorrows aside. What is our destined end? Not joy or sorrow, to act. That each tomorrow should see us farther than today. A very significant word, to act. We should progress day by day. Success is a journey, not a destination. That's the meaning of the stanza. Next stanza. Art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts, though stout and brave, still like muffled drums are beating funeral marches to the grave. The poet gives a clarion call to us all. The poet alerts us and cautions us. There is so much to learn and experience in life. Art is long and time is fleeting. Art here symbolizes knowledge, experience, so much to achieve in life. As Tennyson's Ulysses says, all knowledge is an art where through gleams that untraveled world, whose margin fades forever and forever when I move. Art is so vast, and time is ticking away, time is flying. At my back, I always hear time's winged chariot drawing near, said Andrew Marvell. Our hearts are stout and brave, no doubt, yet every heartbeat, each heartbeat, takes us nearer to the grave, to the cemetery. Our time is limited, so we have to hurry up and achieve our tasks. We shouldn't squander away, we shouldn't fritter away our precious time in worries and in trivial things. Our hearts, though stout and brave, still like muffled drums are beating. We are not able to listen to the heartbeat, the sound of the heart. We are not paying attention to the drum beats of the heart. They are like the drums which are muffled. Each beat is drawing us nearer to death. So let us apply ourselves immediately to our tasks, to our endeavors. Let us be alert, awake, aware, and active all the time. The next stanza. In the world's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, be not dumb-driven cattle, be a hero in the strife. The world is compared to a battlefield. So in the strife of life, we shouldn't be dumb-driven cattle. Cattle are dumb creatures. They don't have a say or a voice. They just get driven by their master. We shouldn't be like them. Our destiny is in our hands. We should take our own decisions, take the risks. We should be ready to take the risks, face the challenges. We shouldn't be dumb-driven cattle. In the battle of life, we should be heroes in the strife of life. Here goes the next stanza. Trust no future, however pleasant. Let the dead past bury its dead. Act in the living present. Heart within and God overhead. Future may look rosy and beautiful to us. Let's not trust it. Let's not dream too much about the future. Don't worry about the past too, because it is dead. Let the bygones be bygones. Act in the living present. The present is living, full of life. Be active in the here and the now. Make the most of it. Don't let go of a single second. Heart within and God overhead. Trust yourself and trust God. Put your heart and soul into your tasks. God helps those who help themselves. The next stanza. Lives of great men all remind us we can make our lives sublime and departing leave behind us Footprints in the sands of time. A great metaphoric expression. Footprints in the sands of time. The lives of great persons who preceded us, they inspire us. So we have to read biographies and autobiographies of great people. Taking a leaf from their lives, we should make our lives too sublime. And when we leave this earth and departing, leave behind us, we too can leave behind us footprints in the sands of time. A very great metaphoric expression. Before leaving this world, we should leave our mark here in the sands of time, so that the younger generations to come, will take us as an example. We shouldn't vanish away like that. Just like that. We shouldn't disappear without leaving our mark, disappear from this world without leaving our mark in the mark here. Our lives should be an inspiration to the coming generations. Now comes the last stanza, the 8th one. Let us then be up and doing, with a heart for any fate, still achieving, still pursuing, learn to labor and to wait. Let us then be up and doing. This stanza brings the poem to a climax. Come, friend, get up and put your shoulder to the wheel. Put your shoulder to the wheel. Bend your sinews to the task. Come what may. Don't get deterred by the obstacles and the hindrances that crop up in the journey of life. Still achieving, still pursuing. Forever you should be achieving, forever you should be pursuing. If one goal is achieved, you need to set another goal. There is no end to goal setting. Learn to labor and to wait. Work hard you must, yet you should also learn the art of waiting. Don't expect immediate results. Overnight results will not appear. Here, what my father used to say about the poem comes to my mind. He used to say, the poem couches the essence of the Bhagavad Gita. The Gita too teaches us karma yoga, stressing action without an eye on the result. Virtue is its own reward, isn't it? Thinking of the results dampens our spirits and slackens our speed, slackens our work. Putting our heart and soul into our work, we should perform passionately and perform perfectly. This is the poem, friends. No wonder it came to be sung as a hymn in the churches. It is said that a minister quoted it in one of his sermons, quoted a phrase from it, footprints in the sands of time, in a sermon, and Longfellow was delighted he quoted it. He was also upset when no one identified it. Lines from the poem have become everyday idiom of the people. One story has it that a man once approached Longfellow and told him that a worn handwritten copy of the poem, A Psalm of Life, saved him from suicide. If we place this poem, this invigorating poem, on our work table, just a look at it will drive our blues away, and it will instill courage in us. That's all for now. See you soon with yet another awesome poem in my next episode. Till then, happy poetry reading.